Ancient Rome, gladiators, blood and gore, stealth and a breathtaking story. This was Shadow of Rome. Some games are just forgotten, even though they're awesome, and so let's bring them back to the spotlight. Welcome back to another video, fellas, and this new series on my channel, where I will review games that are incredibly awesome and well designed, and yet they have been forgotten. In this video, I will share my opinion on the one and only Shadow of Rome, a game featured on the PlayStation 2 in 2005. So first things first, the story. The game tells the story of ancient Rome, the glorious Julius Caesar and his dream of bringing the Pax Romana all over the world. Unfortunately, the emperor got murdered and Antonius, a new young emperor, takes his place, while the whole city and its senate is in turmoil. At the same time, Agrippa, a great Roman centurion, returns victorious from the barbarian Germanic lands that he conquered, only to find out that his own father, Vipsanius, was the man accused of murdering Julius Caesar. Agrippa's father is sentenced to die, and his mother is executed in front of his eyes. Fortunately for Agrippa, he is saved by a mysterious woman named Claudia, and finds refuge in Sextus' camp, a master of gladiators. Soon, it is announced that the winner of the upcoming gladiatorial tournament shall be the executioner of Agrippa's father Vipsanius, and so Agrippa enters the tournament under the guidance of Sextus, in a desperate attempt to get close to his father. However, this is not all. The story also follows a young man and a close friend of Agrippa, named Octavianus, who is determined that Vipsanius is innocent and that someone else hides behind the assassination of Caesar. And so while his best friend Agrippa fights his way through the arenas, Octavianus must follow the thread and find the truth about what really happened to Julius Caesar. The story has many twists and turns, and I promise you fellas, I have not told you anything yet. Moving on to the gameplay. During the whole game, you get to play as Agrippa and as Octavianus as well. With Agrippa, your main priority is to kill every opponent you face and survive throughout the many different arenas on various locations. You get to play in chariot races, rescue missions where you have to save a poor or more hostages, team arenas, sieges, beast hunts, and of course, battle royales and eliminations where your only simple task is to kill every single one of your opponents. How do you do that? Okay. Stabbing, piercing, breaking, cutting, dismembering, burning, punching, and pretty much any way you can imagine. The main objective in every different arena is to reach the final battle, where you get to fight the final boss. And now this is what you do when you play as Agrippa. As Octavianus, it's all about stealth. You have to sneak through various locations of the Roman Empire, through the city and the senate, and find clever ways to pass by unnoticed, using any type of prop you can get your hands on. You have to do so in order to put to sleep the guards so that you can pass through. Because be careful, if a guard sees you somewhere you shouldn't be, the alert is raised and you only have two options. Run away, hide, and hope they will lose you, or attempt to confront them and die miserably, since you simply can't engage in a direct combat when you play as Octavianus. You are basically a gentle backstabber, but you don't kill anyone. You only distract them or make them unconscious so that you can sneak in. Moving on, the unique weapons and combat style. What I found really amazing in this game is that all kinds of equipment, that includes all weapons, shields, arrows, and even armors, have a health bar. Which means, whether you like it or not, at some point, every item you use will break. There are many different weapons you can use. Gladiuses, spears, maces, axes, shields, and of course, big two-handed weapons that your opponents wish you never had. And that's not all. You can also have supporting weapons that you can equip on your left hand. Stuff like daggers, torches, shields, and so on. You can also use rocks and barrels to throw at your opponents. Or, if you can't find any weapons at all, then you again have only two choices. The obvious one is to use raw, brutal strength, punches and wrestling to try and kill your opponents. Now the second option is to draw the attention of the crowd. If you have entertained them enough and they like you, they will throw you all kinds of stuff. To put it simply, you can use anything you find in the arena as weapon in order to survive. You can even use heads and limbs that you cut off from your opponents. And last, you can also find food in the arena, which you can use to restore your health bar. Always be aware that you have to be very cautious and careful in the arena at all times, as you never know when you will go flying away by an opponent attack. And now, apart from the main story and gameplay, you can also visit the extras, where you can find bonus stages and mini-games once you can finish the game. And of course, you can strive to unlock all 192 salvos. The salvos are pretty much every different way that you can kill your opponents, and as you can tell, there are a lot. Growing up, I played this game so many times on my PlayStation 2, and I still play it to this day. I always find it very enjoyable and satisfying to play, and it's one of those games that I really wish it will eventually get a sequel, or at least a remastered version. In simple words, the respect and recognition it deserves. Phew! And that's it, fellas, thank you for watching. I honestly hope I built your interest around this game, and hopefully you will try the game and see for yourself. If you found this video interesting, make sure to smash like and subscribe, and comment below which other game you'd like to see featured on this series. Till the next one, have an amazing time, and I'll see y'all later.
Silence! No barbarian has the power to crush mighty Rome! Ah!